So that's why Bastille Day is celebrated in France and not in Kenya. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Riley, what are you doing there? You really need to focus in this class a little bit better than that, please, okay? Okay, so.
Robin, I really like that sweater. Did you knit it yourself?
Oh, thank you. Do you like the color? I wasn't so sure about the color, really.
It really works.
Thank you so much. Did you make that hat, Emma?
I did.
You guys both look so cute in
I
those
know,
hats.
don't you?
Okay, well, in any case, who can remember the dates of the Peloponnesian War? Sam? Sam?
Yeah.
Sam, come on.
Just a second. Hang on.
You should not have to flip through your notes like that. This is something that you should... Emma?
Okay, it was like approximately 1465.
And it was in Canada.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't in Canada. It was Canada versus Spain.
And Barbados.
In Barbados, because you know,
Which,
like
they're on the same latitude, so
Yeah.
it's cool because
That's true.
Canada's
Okay.
here
And-
and Barbados is there.
and mostly
No,
what
sure.
happened in 1465 really cemented Ferdinand and Isabella as kings of Africa.
And then the
Okay.
Senegal Convention happened because women needed rights.
Right.
Okay. Okay, well, that's close. More like around the 4th century BC.
It had a
But-
4 in it.
I don't have a 4 in mine.
Yeah, you did have a 4 in it. Okay, that's nice. I think you guys have been doing a good job. Excuse me. Gentlemen, could we just please keep the noise down over there? Thank you.
Sorry.
Adam, where have you been?
Sorry, I just had the lesson, and I mean, I'm on crutches. I
Okay,
tried to come
if you have a lesson, you've got to let me know ahead of time that you have a lesson,
Yeah.
right?
Sorry.
And at the end, I mean, when did your lesson get out?
I mean,
bet it got out
I was gonna be on time,
at
but
least 3 minutes ago.
I had to come on my
Right?
crutch. I can't really walk.
You've been on those crutches for a long time. I think you probably could have figured it out by now, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I
Well,
messed up.
I think now you've interrupted our class enough. Why don't you go ahead back out to that lesson wherever you were, and you can get the notes from somebody else.
I mean, it's over
Okay.
now. but-
Well, then go practice. Goodbye, go.
Bye, Adam.
You can use my notes later.
Yeah, I'll copy my notes too.
1465.
1465.
Mrs. Vanek?
Mrs. Vanek?
Yes, Charles.
Actually, well, I didn't get a chance to eat lunch today because I was working really hard on my French homework. So is it okay? I ordered pizza and it's gonna come in a few minutes. It's like pineapple.
Oh, good.
Would
Sure.
Do you want some?
Oh, that'd be nice. Thank you.
Mrs. Vanek?
Yes, Nate.
May I please go to the bathroom?
No. Why do you think we give you break and 5 minutes between classes? To go to the bathroom. This is a very important class right now, and I don't want you missing anything happening here. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sam, could you please, the little murmuring that comes from that end of the table is really out of control. I just cannot manage this class anymore with that level of noise from you guys. Okay? I don't care what you were talking about.
No, it was
you
about
should not
the-
have been making any noise. It is very distracting to everybody else in this class. Okay?
Yeah.
And are you chewing gum?
Yeah. I'll
You're chewing gum in school?
I'll
Okay.
spit it out.
You know what? I think actually. Are you chewing gum?
They're chewing
Riley?
gum, Mrs. Vanek.
I'm not chewing gum.
They're chewing gum!
I don't even
You
do
guys,
Who-
Sam and Riley, out. Go see Dorothy,
talking
please.
about
Tell her what you've done. No,
Robin.
no.
Look at this! Look at that!
You too.
Oh,
You
no.
talk back too much. Go. Enough is enough from you guys.
I got gum in my hair.
Oh gosh, you have such beautiful hair too.
Pizza's here! Pizza party! Woo!
Hi, and welcome to this interview that I'm having with Mr. Boisvert. Mr. Boisvert, would you like to tell us what you do at the Warren School?
I teach humanities.
And what
And-
grades do you do this?
Well, I do it all over the high school, really, but this year and last year and probably next year, I'm working with the juniors and seniors.
All right. So I'd like to ask you a little bit about how the course material gets chosen for these courses.
Yes.
Could you maybe explain to us what the process of that might be?
Well, since time immemorial, or at least 20 years, we've been doing a Western civilization curriculum, looking at the great men of the past and their contributions to...
I'm going to just stop you just for 1 second, if you don't mind. You've said great men of the past. Was that a kind of universal man that you're speaking about, or are you speaking really about the male gender?
No, universal man, of course.
Oh, okay.
Capital
Just-
M, yes.
Right.
Mankind.
Right.
Mankind.
Of course. And I know last year you taught, as you said, the ancient Roman course. And I know
Great men,
that,
the Romans.
yes. Some women were also part of that time period.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. And yet we didn't hear anything about women until some students vocalized the want to read maybe some Sappho or at least something female from that course. Why were there no women included?
Well, as you might remember about Sappho, it's all fragments.
Mm-hmm.
It's like reading. It's like reading just the highlighted bits from someone's textbook.
Are you blaming that on Sappho, that her work was
Well,
lost to antiquity?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't blame Sappho, of course, but
Yeah.
perhaps the women who came afterwards could have taken better care.
Oh, so you're blaming the loss of writing on females in general, even though you have focused on a male-based society.
Well, since it was a male-based society, you could hardly expect the men to look after the women's writing, now can you? And so these things were separate spheres, if you will, spheres of existence. The female sphere and the sphere of men. What have you got there?
I just found these. I don't even know where, in the library. These are called Notable American Women, 1607 to 1950. I don't know if you've heard, I don't know about many notable American women, but oh, look at these books. We can just start flipping through. And about the course that I'm taking right now, we've gone over 2 Annes and Mary Rowlandson, basically. So, and I've been taking this course now for at least 3 months.
The most important women in American history are named either Anne or Mary. But you shouldn't hold that against them.
No, I'm not, but...
Just because your name is Emma, and that name's important in English history, doesn't mean that Annes and Marys don't deserve their due.
No, I'm not saying, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying that I believe right now we're talking about a time like in the 1820s, let's say, and that seems to fall underneath what we're doing right now, but I was asked to play a man in a constitutional... I have yet to see that, but I've yet to see anything where the men might be encouraged to play female characters, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. You seem to be insisting that's the only way.
Here's the problem. See, those are 3 very impressive volumes. Notable American Women, 1607 to 1950. But if you look up here next to me on the wall, you'll see Notable American Men.
Yeah. I get that.
Page for page, I'm at a loss.
This book's written by a girl.
But she was married to a man who was also a poet.
Oh, and are you saying that maybe her poetry is not as good as his was?
Well, clearly she wasn't very happy with it, now was she?
So I was wondering if there's anything maybe for us girls to look forward to in the rest of the course. If maybe one of these women from the, before 1950 might be discussed at some point. If there's any
to look
hope.
forward to. Well, we will be reading The Great Gatsby.
That is also written by a man with a male.
What, you can only enjoy novels that are written by women? That's so limited.
That's not what I'm asking if there's any females going to come in the course at some point. If there's anything for us to really relate to. If there's any hope of that happening.
Well, there is this writer, Zora Neale Hurston. We'll be reading her later in the year. She's a Harlem Renaissance writer. So we'll be getting our racial and gender diversity in one reading.
2 birds with 1 stone.
So to speak,
Just saying. Not saying we should hit women with stones. Not where I'm coming from.
No.
Okay,
and racially, that's not a good idea.
No, we're just going to not cross
We're against all of those things.
Well, it's been very enlightening talking to you, Mr. Boisvert, and I thank you for your time.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
for coming.